Come to you and we just ask you to just watch over Shanquella. So we know that Shanquella was a good young lady. She was good-hearted. So we know that Shanquella is up there with you. But we also ask you, and we're not trying to rush the case, but we're just asking, no matter how much time it takes, we're just asking for you to help Shanquella and her family receive the justice that she deserves. We all came from far and near. We came from different states to pay tribute to the late, great Shanquella Robinson, to show Shanquella, her family, and the rest of the world just how much support Shanquella has. Some people try to muddy and make it seem like she was a bad person, but most of us and all of us know the truth, as well as you. So come to you in the name of Jesus, and we just ask for your forgiveness, and also watch over all of the supporters from the Rock Squad that have traveled here to pay tribute to Shanquella. Watch over everyone on their way back home. Make sure that everyone has safe travels back to where they live. Amen.
Say her name. Say her name.
Shanquella.
Say her name. Shanquella.
Anything that anybody else would like to say before we release the balloon?
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Justice for Shanquella.
All right, I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7,
Justice for Shanquella.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shanquella. Justice.
Love you, Shanquella.
Right. Justice. We love you,
They going.
Shanquella.
They going.
Justice. Wow. They hovering over us. Yes. They ain't even separate.
What do you think Shanquella said?
Yeah.
He said, "Leave me for here." Justice for Shanquella. Thank you, Lord. Justice.
Amen.
Blessings, everybody. Blessings. I want to welcome everybody to this early morning demonstration. I'm on the backup channel, Shank Rock Films. For everybody that's on the main channel, come to the backup channel, the Shank Rock Films. I'm going to drop the link for y'all, but if y'all could just come out of the main channel and come on over here to the backup channel. We're 75 subscribers away from the backup channel being monetized. So I'm going to do this demonstration over here. So if I could get everybody to come to the backup channel, Shank Rock Films. I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration celebrating the late, great Shanquella Robinson birthday with family and friends. Before I get started, if I could get you to hit the like button as well as subscribe to the channel. Blessings to everybody that's catching this on the replay. Blessings to everybody that's watching from the clouds. Blessings to my moderators. Blessings to my troublemakers, my bartender, and my angels. Blessings to the whole Rock Squad. Let me salute individually. Once again, I need everybody to come on over here to the backup channel. I think we got still about 20 or 25 people over there on the main channel. Blessings, 80s, baby. Blessings, Tansis. Blessings, Marie. Blessings, the full life. Blessings, Melinda. Blessings, Leslie. Blessings, Spoken Facts. Tracy. Blessings. Netta Girl. Blessings. Blessings, Jen. Blessings, Jennifer. Appreciate you for pulling up. Blessings, Jennifer. So last night they had the birthday celebration for Shanquella. It was the sneaker ball. Everybody, regardless of their attire, everybody was asked to have on some sneakers. Me and Miss Parker attended the sneaker ball, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. As always, Miss Salamandra and Quilla, they were both in good spirit. They wasn't letting anything get them down. That's me and Miss Salamandra. And I just want to know, where do she get her strength from? Like I said, every time that I've met her, she always has that smile on her face. Where does she get that strength? That's her and Miss Parker. I mean, it was very, very, the event was very, very nice. Very, very lovely, y'all. When I tell y'all that event was very, very lovely, it was very, very lovely. They really did it up for Shanquella. It was a big turnout. The food was good. As always, the music was good. It was a very, very nice event. It was young people there. It was old people there. They all came out in celebration of Shanquella. It was all love. Let me drop this link for those that's on the main channel. For everybody that's on the main channel, I'm going to drop this link for y'all. And y'all come on over here to the backup channel, Shank Rock Films. Salute, Marion. Salute, Marion. Appreciate that cash donation that you sent me the other day, Marion. Appreciate that. The energy, blessings. Jacqueline, blessings. Trelane, blessings. No bias, blessings. Nanny, blessings. Just bear with me while I send out the link to the backup channel, so everybody over there on the main channel can pull up over here. Blessings, Beverly. Blessings. I'm coming, y'all. I hope everybody's Sunday morning is going well. I hope everyone is having a blissful Sunday morning. Okay, so for everybody that's on the main channel, click on that link. Click on that link that I dropped in the chat, and it'll bring you straight on over here to the backup channel. We're only 75 subscribers away from the 500 mark to being monetized. So Jennifer says, I forgot I was under my other account. Right. So as I stated before, me and Ms. Parker had an opportunity to make it to the sneaker ball celebration for Shanquella, and it was lovely. You know, it was lovely. And what I want to do with this demonstration, we could talk about the case. I don't mean us talking about the case, but I want us to talk about, well, first, let's start off with a celebration. Of course, I can't play no music, but I want us to, let's talk about what Shanquella Robinson means to you, as well as a year later, how are you feeling about the case, and just some good things. And even though we didn't know Shanquella personally, we never got an opportunity to meet Shanquella personally, but what were some things that you all remember about Shanquella, whether it's the pictures, whether it's her voice, regardless, whatever it is. And some of y'all might have known Shanquella personally. But let's just chop it up. Like for me, I always resort back to her smile. I always resort back to her face. Like she had a beautiful smile. And then even in the videos that we hear, the audio that we hear, because we never saw her in any of those videos, but we did hear her voice in those audio clips. And for me, you could just tell that she was such a free spirit young lady. Like you could tell she was the life of the party. You know, she liked to clown around and stuff like that. Now, for me, I grew up clowning. You know, I grew up clowning people. And of course, I grew up people clowning me. And even to this day, the people still clown me, you know, and I clown. So for me, I can take a joke. I can take a roast. But it just seems like, you know, she was more of that type of person. You know, she was, you know, living her best life. She just seemed like she was fun to be around. And, you know, she was just happy. How do y'all feel? I know it's early. Full Life says she takes the room. Exactly. I know it's early, and some of y'all still in the bed, laid up, or whatever. But there's the link. If anybody want to hit the panel, feel free to hit the panel. Let me come back and salute, because I didn't get a chance to salute. And if I missed you, I apologize. I think this is where I left off at. Blessings, buddy love. Blessings, buddy love. Cape Cod, blessings. Tommy, blessings. Rosemary, blessings. Mel, I think that's where I left off at, Mel. Blessings, Mel. Marie, blessings. Melinda, blessings. Make sure everybody on the main channel, come on over here to the backup channel. Blessings, Shell. We're on the backup channel. But as I stated before, the event was a very, very nice event. And they only wanted it to be for family and friends. So they didn't make it public as far as the location, because they only wanted it to be for family and friends. I think I saw one news channel station there So they probably will be airing it or airing some of the footage on the news. K Car says she had such a good spirit and resulted in people being brought together that also had a good spirit. And that's facts. And this is one thing that I learned about the spirit world. I learned that in the spirit world, you do have good spirits and you do have evil spirits. That's one thing that I learned. Now, I'm not big on the spirit world, but I do believe that the spirit world exists. And I'm sure some of you down there are big on the spirit world. And of course, you know, I would love to hear y'all take on the spirit world, but I'm just going to touch off just a little bit on the spirit world because I'm not big in it. So I don't want to give out no false information when it comes to the spirit world. But I do know in the spirit world, you have good spirits and you have evil spirits. Marion says, I'm at work. It was her smile for me too. That brutal attack broke my heart. I saw it on the 15th of November. Exactly. So in the spirit world, you got good and you got evil. And evil spirits hate to see. Evil spirits don't want to see good spirits winning, good spirits happy. Evil spirits want those good spirits to come on the other side and join them and be evil just like them. So when we're dealing with Shanquella and we're dealing with the Cabo 6, we want to deal with the spirits right now. For right now, I'm just talking about the spirits. You know, Shanquella had a good spirit flowing through her. And on the Cabo 6 side, they had that evil, demonic spirit flowing through them. And they didn't want to see Shanquella happy because the worst scenario, let's say if it was a mistake. If it was a mistake, a good spirit person would stand up and accept accountability. I want y'all to stay right there with what I just said. I'm going to go to a comment. I said that a good spirit person, even worse scenario, even if it was a mistake, let's say they made a mistake. Let's say they did not mean to delete Shanquella. A good spirit, if they had a good spirit in them, they would have stood up for what's right and accepted accountability. I'm going to come back to that, y'all. Shell says, I believe in spirits. I recognize spirits, but I don't mess with spirits and I don't encourage spirits, if that makes sense. That's good. That's yes. And I don't do it either. You know, I'm aware of the spirit world, and that's as far as I go. I'm just comfortable with being aware of it. But you do have some out here that do cast evil spirits. That's not my cup of tea, but I'm aware of the spirit world. I'm with you, Shell. Leslie says, for me, her loving spirit and how she brought all us together in love. That's facts. See, that's what good spirits do. That's how you could separate the good spirits from the evil spirits. You know, what was your effect on other people's lives? What kind of effect did you have on other people's lives? What's your spirit? See, right now you're only looking at my flesh, but you know the type of spirit that I have by what? By my work, by my actions, and what I do for the people and how I bring people together on that mission. So it's the same way with Shanquella. Look at the people. Look at all of us that she brought together. That was a good spirit person. Salute Sages. Salute Marie says, Shank on this day, Shanquella's spirit, and it showed that Shanquella see us keeping her alive. Facts. The For Life says Shanquella spirit walked in front on her. Yes. Yes. Tanza says Shank WBTV has it on their channel. I sent it to you. Okay, great. Tanza, if you could post it in the Facebook group, and then after this demonstration, everybody can go and check out the news clip of the sneaker ball. Y'all can check that out on the Facebook group, Justice for All. I appreciate it, Tanzas, if you could do that. So I want to come back to the spirits. Worst scenario, as I stated, the worst scenario, not the worst scenario, my bad. Let's use this as an example. If they didn't mean to delete her, let's say and it could be facts. It could be facts. Let's say they didn't mean to delete her. Salute, Sophary. A good spirit person would have stepped up and took accountability of what happened to her. Sadie says she was a lovely person. I was heartbroken when I watched the video on Twitter. We all was heartbroken, Sadie. But in the spirit world, you got these evil and demonic spirits. Now, we know the concierge stated, now, I'll ask y'all if y'all believe the concierge when he made this statement. The concierge stated he allowed them to use a room to, comfort, mourn, and, take a minute, I guess, to get themselves together. But he said that he heard them and they laughing. Drop a 1 if you believe that the concierge was correct what he said, that he heard them and they laughing. Now, if they were and they laughing, those are people that have evil spirits that's dwelling in them. Now, here comes a question for all of us, even myself, because I have to look at this now. Salute, Melanie. Blessings, Melanie. If a person has an evil spirit, does that clear or whatever actions that a person with an evil spirit has, does it give them excuse? Can we say, well, so-and-so is a sinner, and so-and-so does have an evil spirit dwelling in them, so-and-so should be excused for their actions? Because some cases people use mental illness. Some cases people use an individual's upbringing. Some cases people will use, they were under the influence of narcotics. So is this an excuse because they was vexed with evil spirits, because they had evil spirits? My opinion, honestly, I don't believe that should be used as an excuse. Evil spirit, whether you high off of narcotics, whether you have a mental disorderly, whether you had a different upbringing than other people, when it comes to deleting someone, when it comes to taking the life of someone, I don't believe that none of it is justified. The only justification for me, and y'all could let me know how y'all feel, but the only justification for me of taking someone else's life is if it's self-defense. If it's self-defense, you got to go. That's my belief. If you come at me and you try to take my life, you got to go. Outside of that, I don't see taking the life of an individual or individuals as justified. However, we do have the court of law. And in some societies, in the court of law, they still go by the Old Testament. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Now, in that situation, and it's just my opinion, if it's in the court of law and you are sentenced to death, in my opinion, is justified. Why? Because it's the court of law. And I know in some societies, such as our society in the Western Hemisphere, we don't, some states, I think it's, I'm not sure of the how many states that still have the death penalty, but in most of the states in the USA, they abolished the death penalty. But in some societies, they still go by the death penalty. Salute, Shell.
Salute, Shank. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Shell. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing swell. Um, just wanted to get up to for taking a stab at your question about what do I remember most about Shanquella? I heard you say her smile. Um, what I remember most, and I didn't even know. It's weird how in my mindset, I'm like, I remember. I didn't even know. I feel like I've known her because I've looked at so much, about her, read so much about her. If it seems like she's a person that I personally knew, but I didn't. But out of all the things that I've seen and read, I think I remember the most is that Shanquella was always ready and welcome to have a good time. I would like to see little stuff where she's wherever she throw that arm up when the music come on. She was ready to party all the time, and that's what I remember most about her. She was always ready to party. Wherever if the party was there, that's what she was just like ready. She wasn't shy about, expressing herself, whichever way it need be. Whether it's a good time or, well, mainly good. That's the only thing I've really seen, just her having a great time and not, not afraid and not shy and to live with no limits. So if I were to say what I remember most from what I've learned about her, that would be my perspective.
Yeah, we shared the same perspective, that smile, and just always ready to have fun. And then, like Quilla said, just she was always ready to take trips. She was always ready to go. Okay, you want to go here? Okay, let's go. Just look at her smile. Look at her smile.
And you know what else too? With along with that, ready to go, always taking trips, having a good time. She's a risk taker. Like, some things like, oh, I would never get on a. I think I've seen her on one of those. What do you, I don't know what you call it when that rope goes. I don't want to say rope, but if that's the first thing that comes to my mind, wire or whatever. And she's taking it. She's getting on it and swinging across from one side to the other. She did that in the water. She also did that in it wasn't water. It was just something I think her and her boyfriend were at, and they were just going. It's like she was a risk taker. And to me, doing stuff like that, it's only if you look at it on the superficial level, right? Um, you would say, okay, she's just having fun. But if you think of it, um, you know, deeper than that, you would say she's a risk taker because you can find many people like, no, I ain't doing that. But it looks like, and that tells a lot about your character. Where I'm not afraid of anything. I'll take the risk. If it's fun, if it and fun, if it, or and I guess in her, her having that business mind, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take the risk if it's going to bring me joy. You there, Shank?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm stuffing my face, but I'm here. Let me read some.
All right.
Let me read some comments from the chat. Freedom of Speech says, from what I've seen and heard about her, she seems like a very upbeat person. If someone came around her not having a good day, she probably made that person smile. That's a good point. That me too. 80s Baby says, I love her work ethic and enthusiasm. You thought you was going to throw me with that word, didn't you, 80s Baby? 80s Baby said, I love her work ethic and enthusiasm. Tansy
Hey
says,
Shane, what you get on? You got stuck on phonics because you been pronouncing a lot of words
I'm on,
correctly these days.
yeah, I'm on top of my game. I'm on top of my game. Tansy says she looked as though she was one that had the notion to just enjoy life to the fullest. Yep. Tina says, I'm with you on that, Shell. She, to me, a happy-go person, always on ready. I hate those sick demons did that to her. Freedom of Speech says, Shanquella probably turned frowns into smiles. So I don't know what the F with Cabo 6. They had to be on some hateful energy full of wrath and envy. Yes. Jennifer says, a brave, strong, determined girl. Leslie says, Tans is right, and them evil spirits was jealous. Yes, they was, because Tina says, yes, I agree with everyone, because a good spirit person, and I know some good spirited people out here that will take accountability. They will step up and they will take accountability even in the case as serious as unaliving someone. It was either G-Dep or Loon from Bad Boys. I can't remember, but they was turning their life around and they committed a homicide years ago. But because they was doing the right thing and they went from having an evil, demonic, twisted spirit to having a good spirit, they couldn't live with that on their conscience and they turned themselves in. Matter of fact, I'm going to find out which one it was. Give me a minute. It was Loon. Okay, Loon. The Full Life says Loon. The Loon that was on Bad Boy Records, Puff Daddy's label. He had did a homicide. He got away with the homicide, but he was changing his life around. He gave himself to God. He no longer lived by his old ways. He cleansed himself of that evil demonic spirit. And the good spirit that he has now, he done the right thing by taking accountability of his actions and he turned himself in. See, that's the difference between a good spirit person and an evil spirit person. Things happen. As I stated before, maybe it was an accident. Maybe they didn't mean to delete Shanquella. But if they have a good spirit, they will come forward and say, look, I got to come clean. To me, that's what lets me know that they have an evil spirit, because an evil spirit is going to try to ride it until the wheels fall off. An evil spirit don't see nothing wrong with what it is that they done. Come on in, Shell.
Oh, I just wanted to also touch on in the chat of my response when you asked the question about the did and that's what it triggered me when you're talking about the evil spirits. Like, dude, when you were saying that, do who believes that that they were in the I guess in whatever the room laughing? And so I put I think I put two. If I didn't put two, I meant to, because the reason why I don't want to say I do or I don't believe it, but the jury is still out for me. And maybe I should have put that, because I'm still trying to tie the two together. Because in his statement, he said that there was one guy that was coming from from outside the inn. They were outside. We also learned that they asked him to stand outside and some other thing. It's been so much that we've heard and learned. But then he made reference to the one that was going in and out, and on the phone, and we don't know who that one was. But I, in my mind, I felt like it was Khalil, because I also heard that Khalil was getting updates and calling, you know, calling mom or Quilla. I'm not really sure right now, but either way, he was the one that was doing that. So the problem with me, with digesting the part about that they were in the room laughing once they found out that she passed away, was because they already said that they were outside. So, and I also remember in some of the reporting from Zuniga, give or take, but he also said that they asked them to secure that place as a crime scene. So I am struggling with not whether or not they laughed or not, but in conjunction with where he said they were laughing, but they were already outside when the announcement came. According to him himself, how did they get inside to be laughing inside in the room? So that's the part. Like, and I'm not saying, oh well, then they say, oh well, everybody come inside, when they already put them outside. And normally when it comes to like whether it was crime or not, um, you know, normally it takes a while for them to allow people to come back into the area of the deceased body. So again, the reason I said what I said was not because I don't doubt whether because I don't. It's not that I do or don't doubt that they were laughing, but where he said they was laughing doesn't add up to me yet. If that makes sense.
That makes sense, Shell. Freedom of speech says, so do you think one of the Cabo will come around and do the right thing, at least speak up? Do I think one of them will come around? Eventually, they will. Eventually, they will.
But Shank, hey, how about this though? Let me ask you this. What if, because we don't know, what if one, or at least one, did come around and say it, but the science, according to the FBI, the science doesn't I shouldn't say constitute, because I don't believe what their end result was, but what if the science doesn't um what if the science doesn't get is not as, even though somebody says something, they don't have the science to support it. So then they're saying that their science doesn't show that it was a homicide. That's what they say.
My belief, my strong belief is that Nazia, I believe that Nazia spoke with the FBI. I believe that whatever it is that Nazia spoke to the FBI about, I believe the FBI instructed Nazia to not speak on it. That's just my belief. I do believe out of all of them, I do believe if it's any of them, and I do believe it's Nazia, because Nazia got there the next day. Let me come back to Nazia. Let me read these comments. Leslie says Shanquella didn't meet no strangers. Shank, if someone didn't mean to hurt someone, they would not go hiding and dodging when approached by someone trying to get what really happened. Those idiots are evil and should be in Mexico prison. Salute, blessings, spoken facts. Jimmy, salute Jimmy. Jimmy says, good morning, Jimmy. Now, when it comes to Nazia, because if I got there the next day, you call me a snitch all you want to. But if I got there the next day, and if I was put in the predicament that Nazia was put in, I'm telling.
Say it again. You better bet it. I don't care. And I know that they knew each other from college, but it doesn't, like I said, y'all ain't that close and I'm taking these charges for you. So, you can work it out the best way you know how because I'm not taking no charge for you. So it is how it is. And it is what it is. And then, um, you know, okay, you can take it with a grain of salt whether he was truthful or not. But if you remember back for Danny's text, he said I contact him every week, and he said that this is that they are eventually going to make an announcement, but the whole thing is above his pay grade. So he said, well, we wouldn't believe it or not, but if we want to believe it, he told us that he pretty much said he contacts the FBI every week. So my thing is that if he's contacting them every week, um, whether you believe that whether you believe that he did or he didn't, but I believe that what he was conveying that I told whoever he did call him every week or not. But what he's saying is because my thing is that if you told anything otherwise, right, then what are you calling him every week for? I'm not going to call a cop every week or FBI every week, right, to see what the results are if I didn't tell. That's just my view on it, you know. And then you could always say, did he tell the truth or he didn't? I don't know if he did or he didn't. All the only thing I know is that he told something. And he's looking to see what is the end result.
My bad, y'all. Still stuff in my face. Freedom of
Stop being greedy.
freedom of speech says, do you believe that Cabo 6 is quiet because of fear of backlash from the internet? Nazir got ate up by the internet. I do believe that way, freedom of speech. I do believe that because no matter what Nazir said, even the audio clip of Winter, which I believe that that's Winter, but we just look at Nazir. Nazir got ate for dirt. He got ate for dirt. Salute, DJ. Salute, Demon Time. I see you down there. Salute. So I do believe that that's why they ain't come out, because they did try to come out and speak on it. Nobody says more recent, my thoughts from around and question what was omitted and what was covered up. $2 million worth of questions. Excellent point. No bias. Thought.
Right.
That's an
But
excellent point. Go ahead, Shell. Go ahead.
well, remember, to No Bias's point, I'm going to tell you what my thought was that when Sue Ann says they lied by omission, I always thought that it was twofold. One, you omitted like you they omitted what really happened when they were in Cabo. So therefore, I mean, if you put it in Cabo's terms, even though I don't believe that, but if you okay, so you want to tell this lie, but so you're going to pay for this lie. Y'all told them a lie. That's why they let you out. But I don't believe it happened that way. But if since you want to make it that way, I'm gonna find how you legally was wrong for that. Then when they came home, then to talk to Miss Salamandra, then they lied by omission. Then pretty much trying to send them on a dummy mission, knowing that there was more to it. And if the earliest you get to the truth, the faster you can get to the truth. But if you want to derail things and you know what really happened, you're telling something totally different. Because remember, they said, even the sisters said that they said, when asked, they said, well, was it a fight? And they said, and remember, Quilla said that's how those are terms that these younger ones use. No hands was thrown. So again, so is it the lie by omission by that? Because then you delay justice by telling a lie. So I always thought that that was a lie by omission, but that's just an assumption myself. I don't know, but that's what I attributed the lying by omission from was one, you lied to the medical personnel and not tell them that there was a fight. So therefore they just believed that she was drunk for some odd reason. even though I know they know that's not true. But at the end of the day, all right, well, whatever, we're gonna get you on your lie one way or the other, one lie or the other. And then when you came home, you lied. So I was always thinking that that was the lie by omission.
That's a good way of looking at it, Chef. That's a good way of looking at it. Tina says they should not be scared because they wasn't scared when it happened. Freedom of Speech says Nazir became a model for Cabo 6. People are more mad at him than they should be for DJ and Khalid. Those two are the worst of them. And that's facts. That's facts. And I want to touch off on that because Nazir, as I stated before, Nazir is everybody. Nazir was supposed to have done this. Nazir was supposed to have done that. Nazir didn't do this. Nazir. Let's come in real time. Let's not play with this. And let's come in real time. If Nazir did not travel there with Shanquella, and it's no disrespect, but if Khalid traveled to Mexico with Shanquella, if Khalid was the BFF, if Khalid took trips with Shanquella and her family, and Shanquella took trips with him and his family, if once upon a time Shanquella lived under the same roof with Khalid, if Khalid is the one that contacted Miss Salamandra, no one else, according to Miss Salamandra, out of the Cabo 6, only Khalid is the one that contacted her and spoke with her. That's who should have stayed. I mean, let's narrow it down. I know we are all in our feelings, and I know we feel some type of way about all of them. They all should have stayed. They all should have did this. They all should have did that. But let's be realistic about it. Malik didn't know Shanquella. He didn't know Shanquella. So his accountability is going to be completely different from everybody else. Put yourself in Malik's shoes. If you was Malik and somebody was unalive, somebody was deleted on your watch, you ain't know this person. You can't convince me that you would have stayed over there. You can't convince me. However, Khalid definitely should have said something. Khalid, when he got back to the States, once again, I don't know the situation that they were in over there. It all hasn't come out yet, so I don't know. But I'm speaking on when they arrived back home. Now, if Khalid didn't have no part in it, if Khalid was innocent, when Khalid got back home, that's when Khalid would have came clean. A good-spirited person, when they got in the position to come clean, when they got back to the States, he would have came clean. Unless he had some kind of involvement in it. Unless, as our great Squeak says, unless he was a part of the play. Now, if he was part of the play, of course. Now we got to look at Khalid and we got to look at Nazir. Out of Quilla's mouth. And for a long time, a lot of people did not know Nazir spoke with Quilla for a long time. To this day, a lot of people still don't know Nazir spoke with Quilla. See, now she did say they don't know whether or not to believe him, because I want to give it all. I want to put all the information out there. I don't want to hold no information back. She did say they don't know whether or not to believe him, but she did say, out of all of them, he was the only one that was more willing to talk to us.
And she also said she told him to take it to the FBI. She said, I told him, why you tell it, take it to the FBI. That's what she told him. And then I want to backtrack on the other thing, which I would like to know well, like take for instance when I remember them saying that Khalil said, "Well, I'm just gonna come on back home." When he was there. So when he said he was coming on back home, what was it? What happened after that?
Mm,
He
mm,
said he told them he was coming back home. He told them that he was
mm,
coming back home. So then when he said he was coming back home, what was it? What was it? What was the response?
mm.
Because me as a parent, and it's no shade, but me as a parent, I'm like, wait, you gotta stay there because I need to, and then too, like, I'm just saying, like, did they ask him to stay and then he still didn't? Because if they asked him to stay and he still didn't, that and we talk about spirits, that's an evil spirit. Because I want to say the first instinct would be, which I'm sure that they did say, although we didn't hear it, but in my mind I'm envisioning that they probably said, "You got to stay." You know, I don't. We don't speak Spanish. You're the only one over there. You stay. So I bet you that happened, but I don't know what happened. I don't know that it did because we've never heard the ending of the story. I would like to know that. Like, what did he say? Because I'm sure somebody asked him, listen, you guys stay because you all the way over there, we all the way over here. We need some type of intermediary, or maybe not know specific words, but I'm sure that I'm hoping that happened.
I mean, and it's probably 99.9 that it did happen because he's the
Hmm.
BFF. He's
Hmm.
he's the one that's been contacting Miss Salamandra. He's the one that they got the open line of communication with. Kalia, not Nazir. They don't got the open line of communication with Nazir. They got
Nazir was supposed to be in there fixing the leaky faucets.
yeah.
The lock, if the door jamb, was messed up, if the lock needed to be tightened, everything. Nazir was supposed to be there doing everything. That's what I'm saying. And I say that in the lightest sense, that I don't mean to, but only thing I'm saying is that it seems like all the responsibilities and all the things that needed to be done, Nazir should have done it. And I'm not, quote unquote Nazir supporter, but what I'm saying is that all the things that are being said, those things should be attributed to everyone, not one
Everyone,
person.
not just
Like
one person.
he didn't orchestrate it. It wasn't. He came there late. We know that. Whether you could however you want to take it or not, or if you he got there late, okay. And one thing for sure, and two things about Danny, she ain't about the foolishness, okay. She called, she did it. That's what they said. Okay, we're like, oh well, in real life, nobody should be able to do that. Well, guess what? It's a lot of stuff people shouldn't be able to do, but they do, and it happened. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too. Like I have personally called about flight information. Before I even knew you could just go get it online. I've called and said, listen, it's a flight. They give you that. They will. They probably won't now. Because of certain stuff that's happening, or that particular airline probably has been on alert. But yes, that it is possible to get flight information without identifying yourself per se. And then we have to remember that when Danny called, Danny, once you have that locator number, because that's the other thing. Like if I say, oh, I'm calling for, Shank Rock, we'll just say, and I'm calling this is my number, this is you got all the information. You've given all the common identifiers. If you remember, he gave her all of the common identifiers. She didn't call blindly. He gave her all the identifiers to use. So only she was in like Flynn because she had all the common identifiers. So that's just like me. If I call about my stuff, as long as I have my identifiers, you can't judge by my voice. You can't do anything. I have this information. Now you must give it to me. I don't have to go anything beyond that. He gave her the information. She used it and they gave it to her.
And let me
Point blank and period.
let me
Sorry about that. I see
no,
the
you
other
good.
people in here, but you're back.
Let me just slide in the build off of that. And then I'm going to come to Marie and Mel. Appreciate that cash donation, 80s, baby. Appreciate that cash donation, 80s, baby. And then, some will say, well, Danny and Nazir is like this. Danny is Team Nazir. So Nazir probably gave Danny a number to a teller that's working for them. True. But then there was another content creator, and I'm not throwing shade, so please, and you know, as the content creator, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not throwing no shade at you. I'm, you know, me and you on good terms, so I'm not throwing no shade at you. But we all know another content creator besides Danny called the airline, and that content creator was told the same thing and given the same thing. Now, unless Danny and the other content creator is working together with Nazir, we got to put this to rest as far as whether or not him not getting there Friday, but he got there Saturday. And I'm not taking no shots at nobody because a lot of people still say he got there Friday. So please don't think that the old man is taking shots at you. There are subscribers. There are a lot of subscribers. There are Rock Squad members. So that way, I hope everybody know I'm not taking those shots and I'm not sneak dissing. Let me narrow it down. I'm talking to my Rock Squad family that still feels as though Nazir got there Friday. Once again, I'm talking to my Rock Squad family. I'm not talking to no other content creator, and I'm not talking about no other subscribers nowhere else. I'm specifically speaking to my Rock Squad family that still feels as though Nazir got there Friday. Salute, Marie. Slide in. And I see everybody comments. I'm going to get to y'all comments. Salute, Denithia. I see everybody down there. Salute, salute. Salute, Mel. Marie, slide in. Mel, you come in after Marie. Salute, Tommy. Salute, Marie. Salute, Mel. Slide in, Mel, until Marie get ready.
Okay, salute Shell, salute Marie.
Salute
I just
Bell.
came up. I wanted to go back to what Shell was saying earlier about with uh if he called and said, I'm going to come back home, and they said, well, Khalil, we need you to stay. That made more sense to me as opposed to Nazir, who her family didn't know, staying over there trying to communicate something with the family, with as opposed to Khalil having more insight. He's very comfortable with the family. He knew the family and would be able to communicate, like where she is, what was happening, as opposed to Nazira, who knew her for 9 years, but did not know her family. So that made a lot of sense, Cheryl, the way she explained that. Yeah, well, Khalil, we need for you to stay, and everything else that Cheryl said, as opposed to everyone holding Nazira responsible, which her family didn't know.
Mel, could I say something? Can anybody hear me now?
Yeah, you good, Marie?
Oh,
Yeah, Marie, go ahead.
no, go ahead and finish. I just wanted to know because I don't know why my mic was off, so I just wanted to ask that. But go ahead, and I just come in after you. I'm sorry.
Okay, I didn't know if it was my StreamYard or the Wi-Fi, whatever's going on. But no, I was just basically I was done. I was just kind of I wanted to reiterate off what Shell said, and it's exactly right. I can see that the family, I can see that, with Khalil knowing the family and relaying all the information, him staying over, with her body. He knew the family. He knew how to communicate with them. He had access to all of her stuff as opposed to Nazir, who knew her for 9 years but didn't really know her family.
That's a fact.
That's from Shell.
That's a fact.
Right. I'm curious to know what was the what was the next step after that, because I want to, I don't know that by fact, but I want to believe that they said no, you can't, like, you saying you coming home, but you got to stay because we need to get everything taken care of. Like, but then after that, what did he say? Like, why did Khalil come back and no, and instead of staying there? why didn't Khalil was the common connect. He's a family friend. He's gone on trips with them. He knows them. He knows Shanquella. He got his shoot. He got his her password to her phones and everything else. And if everybody know, like I know, because I have, that was the thing that attracted me most. Those first, not most, was that Chanquella is the same age as my son. And I know in their era, they got all of this, everything is on their phone. They got the Apple Pay on it and all this other stuff. You got all of it, you got everything about my daughter. You know everything about her. Dude, you coming home for what? You coming home for what? And so why did you still come home after you're the closest link to her and we're all over 2,000 miles away? Let's look at Khalil. Why didn't Khalil stay?
Because I feel as though that Khalil has a lot of animosity against Shanquella because Shanquella was typing something when she got there and she was uncomfortable. Isn't that what the concierge said? She was very uncomfortable.
Yeah. And Marie, you've been 10 toes down on that for as long as I can remember. You've always felt that way about Kalia.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Because
add that also, Marie, a lot of stuff that you said in the beginning has come into fruition. Like you had a lot of good insight before it even came out.
yeah. So my thing is that with Khalil, I don't know, but I'ma just say something, and this might be my opinion. If 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 Khalil had her pen, every time she texted something, he knew about it, and that's what made him so made Shanquella uncomfortable. I think during that time while they was there at the villa, and the concierge saw her, the concierge knew that Shanquella wasn't right because Shanquella was saying something on her phone to somebody, maybe to her hairdresser, maybe to Ricky, maybe to her best friend, and I guess I'm just saying this. I might not be right on this, but I've been thinking this. It was something that she was saying on her phone. If he had her pen, in which he could see all different type of messages that she sent, that's after the food, that's after the game, and when the fight or the argument started because of what she was doing on her phone. Can that be an option?
I agree. I
I
want
agree.
someone even to post the good things that she might have posted. Like, hey guys, can y'all look at this dang villa? This thing is amazing. Look at the view. Look at the tile. Look at the interior. Look at the pool area. Those are good things. People will post good things about places where they are on vacation.
But
Mel,
see,
did you get that link? Sorry, Marie. Just really quick. I just want to just jump in and then I'm done. But Mel, did you get that link that I sent where it was like Danny from like 11? It was like I think it was 11 months ago, not a whole year. That the cousin, I won't say her name, but I know what the name was because she went over the article that said that the article said that she had been texting, but then when Danny contacted her, she said she was commenting on her stories and also in her IG, and she was sending stuff, to her, and then but she was never texting back.
see,
And that was like that was before that morning. So she had been texting her that from what I get, Mel, look at it and let me know what you think. But her, I'll send it to you privately because I don't want to say anyone's name, But if you look at that one that I sent, she she was in contact, she was trying to contact her under her stories and I think in IG, but she wasn't getting a response back.
so my point, Shell, before you leave, think about this. If Khalil wanted to leave he had her pen, and he had all of this stuff. Why was all her contents deleted?
Oh, see, I don't know if it was deleted or if they just archived her page. I don't
N-
know. They
No,
could have archived her page.
the mother said, Shanquella mother said, 400
Text
um
messages. Yeah, I
text
know that they did.
messages was deleted,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, that was in her phone. I don't think that was on like on IG or anything.
But that's what I'm saying, because she probably has said something, and Khalil, I think the whole time, as I'm saying, that man had a lot to do with Shanquella being emmed. He had a lot.
I do believe so. Because, and I don't mean to cut anybody off, because he had the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
They all had the opportunity to make things right when they got back. I'm
Mm-hmm.
with I'm with getting out of Mexico. I'm with that. I'm getting up out of Mexico. Call me what you want to call me. But the old man, he gonna get up out of Mexico. Now when I get back, when Khalil and Nazia gets back, I'll deal with DJ and the girls later. Malik, he wasn't held bound to do anything. Malik didn't know Shanquella, allegedly. Malik came on the strength of DJ. Malik is in Connecticut. Malik didn't know her like that. So he wasn't bound to hang around. If I was in Malik's situation, I'm gone. Pew, that's me. Now coming to Kalia and Nazia, because I always state this is my issue when it comes to Nazia. What did he do when he got back?
They
Now,
did nothing.
now I'm going to Kalia, and I'll come back to Nazia, but I'm going to Kalia. Now, starting out, Kalia pushed the alcohol poisoning narrative to her mother off the gate. The mother said, Kalia called and said, alcohol poisoning. What was that about? If you supposed to be the BFF, what was that about? All right, somebody got some pistols up to your head. Okay, that's the worst scenario. All right, they got pistols up to your head. You try and get out of Mexico. Okay, push this alcohol poison narrative and we'll let you go. All right, it was alcohol poison. All right, now you up out of Mexico. You're back in the United States. Now, if you had a good heart, if you didn't do nothing, if you wasn't running the play, because for Khalil, he was either the mastermind running the play, or either he put hands on her too, or his jealousy and envy of Shanquella didn't allow him to stop it. But what did Khalil do when he got back? According to Miss Salamandra, he came over first by himself, reported to her it was alcohol poisoning. He come back a second time with the girls, two girls. According to Sue Ann Robinson, when I interviewed Sue Ann Robinson, I asked who all came to speak with Miss Salamandra. She said Kalia, Winter, and Dejanay. You right there with the main aggressor that we all saw in that video attacking Shanquella. Also, the other young lady that hundreds of people have said they saw footage of her putting hands on Shanquella. You right there with both of them. And you are still pushing alcohol poisoning after they questioned you and the girls and said to y'all, we heard that y'all was over there putting hands on her. You lied. So for me, Kalia is public enemy Number one. Now, once again, like I said with Nazia, I get it, bro. I get it. You walked into something. I'd have done the same thing you done. I'm keeping it 100. Y'all call me what y'all want to call me. I'm a full-grown man. I'd have done what Nazia done to get her out of there. Let me backtrack because some feel like Nazia put hands on her. I can't say whether or not he did. Now, I wouldn't have put hands on her. Let me clear that up because y'all know how y'all are. But as far as to get back and not say nothing while I'm over there, I'm getting back home. Now, when I get back home as Nazia, what do I do? His mother said he talked with the FBI. He spoke with Danny, what, 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and told Danny he's in communication with the FBI.
Shane, can I correct that real quick? Because
Come on, Shell.
that was a Danny that was an older that was an older text that she touched on. So I don't know if he did that 2 weeks ago or that he already had sent it to her and then she just touched it 2 weeks ago. I
I
just
was,
want to say that.
but that's a good look. But I was just saying that she spoke with him on Twitter. But that's a good look. That's a good look because some people might take it as that what I said. But my whole thing, and I don't know if it was Mel or Marie that was coming in, but I'm gonna let y'all come in. We have to call a spade a spade. We got 14 months, 15 months in this case. If we know the case, we should be able to point the finger at who's supposed to get what charge and who what not supposed to get the charge. Now, Malik, let me bring him back. Let me bring Malik back. I'll get to the girls. Let me bring Malik back. And I'm not going to answer this. I want y'all to answer it. According to Nazia, Malik is the one that recorded it. 9 out of 10 people feel the same way Nazia stated. 9 out of 10 people feel that Malik recorded it. Was Malik wrong for recording the attack? Hold tight. If he didn't record it, we wouldn't have never known, or we wouldn't have never seen hardcore evidence that she was attacked. So before y'all answer it, think. If Malik didn't record it, we don't got the alleged video of Winter attacking Shanquella. Now, if he didn't record that, guess what? We wouldn't have the attack that we all saw. So I want y'all to take that in consideration first before y'all answer the question. Come back to the question. Malik recorded it. Was he wrong for recording it? And should he be charged? And if he's charged, what charge should he get? I'll back away. Y'all slide in, and I'm just going to listen. Mel, Marie, Shell, come on.
Well, oh, sorry, go ahead, Marie.
I feel as though that what Malik did, he made everybody aware about what had happened to Shanquella, and that um, what he should have did as a man of how his mother and father brought him out to be, he should have, instead of saying that I will I will be behind DJ 100%. Isn't that what he said? Yes. He should have been the man that said, well, this is not right. I'm going to go home. I'm going to let X, Y, and Z know this. I'm going to let X, Y, and Z know that about what happened because I don't want nothing to come back to me that said I had anything to do with um 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 with Shankulla's being unreliable. That's one. And for two, as of Khalil, I think he had everything to do. He knew exactly what was going to happen, how it was going to happen, and the way that it's supposed to go down. Because of money problems, envy problems, jealousy problems, and that he is a coward. He is a coward. And he called himself Shanquella's best friend. He never was. He sat up there and laughed and grinned in Shanquella mother's face. He sat up there and grinned in Shanquella's sister's face. He sat up there and grinned in Shanquella's face. All that time that they was out going on vacations. That man was so jealous, but Shanquella did not see none of that. She thought as Khalil was her best friend. She felt safe. That was the reason why she went on that trip. And like I was saying, when she went out there, they made it so they made it so uncomfortable because they did not have no party hookup. They did not have no um nothing near that was specified that it was gonna be a birthday party. It was only was supposed to be, and I think I said this, Shank, remember? A 1 day thing to get back. Because if something was gonna happen, they would have had all these things hooked up. They would have called the concierge and said had this hooked up. They would have called the concierge and said that this is gonna be a birthday party. The concierge would have said soon as Shanquella and two of her friends got there, oh, so this is gonna be a birthday party? Because I'm sure Mel, Shell, if you're gonna have a gathering, the person that's own a business will announce to you, oh, so we having a party, and this is what's gonna happen, and this is how it's gonna happen. What do you need me to do? Right or wrong? Could I get a right or wrong about that?
The party thing, I just want to interject on that. I think that she did plan a party because if you remember on the lives that they had, she, whether I'm on the fence about why she did it, but she did take she did make a video of the flags that said Dave's 25th birthday. So if Dejanay had flags made for that occasion, I mean, I don't know if Coffee Girls like I always thought that like the party, like the balloons, the cake, and everything is kind of hard when you are in another country than to get like cakes, and you can't bring a cake with you. You would have to get that made. Um, then on top of that, if she planned anything else, like balloons and everything else, by her flight being delayed, it would be hard to get those and get to the villa in enough time. But she did have flasks, custom made flasks about her birthday.
But
So
but
I understand what everybody else said, but I just think that she was planning to have a birthday celebration. Although timing and Aqua's and then the flight delay may have impeded on that. I could be wrong, but if I don't see getting personalized flasks made and not planning to have a birthday party. That's
no,
just my opinion.
yeah, but what I'm saying is that it would have been announced at that point of what's gonna happen with with the person that with the concierge. He would have said that first. It was not even said. Only thing he said was that there was two people that came with one that he already know, which was Saint Quella, and two other people. The other ones like DJ and um Elise and Winter, they DJ said that she's gonna be late. Then she said that she's gonna go to a party. I mean, she's gonna go to the store. They was already scheming. They was already talking. They was already trying to do whatever that may come. But the concierge would have said that, what do you need me to do? How do you want me to set up? Or is it anything that you want me to do? Or y'all gonna have a nice party, this and that and the third. It was not nothing never had said. So as I think that it was supposed to be a thing that they go in, have dinner, sit down, talk, whatever, and then the next day they gone. It was no set up. It was nothing that was never said about a party to the concierge, or the concierge said anything about a party. So that bring a red flag to anybody and everybody that actually will hear this conversation.
Yeah. Well, one thing I want to beg to differ on Marie on that statement is that, first of all, when we kind of made still shots of the area where they were having the chef, there were several drinks there. There were like, I think, six red drinks, four yellow drinks, two green drinks, plus they had drinks on the table.
Mm.
Now, the one thing that the concierge did mention about his meeting with Shanquella was that she did not seem a part of the party atmosphere. That is what he said. He did mention it as it being a party atmosphere. So there was something that led him to believe that they were actually having a party of some sort. And then that was one thing I had to try to think of things in my head as they go along. And then what I just realized is that the reason that the timelines and things of events that happened even prior to um, maybe to the um, attack was that her story is missing.
Yes,
So the only thing that was presented was the one story as she's walking through the villa to seem like to set the narrative of whatever they were going to say.
I
But
agree.
again, that was a beautiful villa. Suanne Robinson said it herself. We've seen videos of it. It was a beautiful place. It was like paradise. Nazir filmed it as he was coming up there. I said, well, why did he make that video? He was pulling up to probably one of the most beautiful places he's ever seen in his life. He's never been out of the country. So I can imagine her coming up and be like, whoa, even making, videos to post them to her story about how beautiful the place was. I mean, even at my age, if I go to someplace beautiful, I am filming it. I'm taking a picture. I'm posting it to my social media. This place is beautiful, and the place was beautiful. Why wouldn't she take a picture of that? Why wouldn't she take a video of herself being in there? You know how you put yourself in the video and you flip the camera around and the beautiful pool is in the background, or you got this beautiful mirror from the bathroom. Those types of videos and pictures will give a better timeline of events that happen and when they happen. That
But
is
they were
missing.
deleted.
And right, that's what's missing from her IG story, from wherever she posted. I just truly believe in my heart, being the kind of person she was, and looking at her previous places of being in the mountains and on other vacations, she always posted something from those destinations.
Hmm.
And the only destination we got is some IG story of her supposedly walking through a villa naked, asking somebody about going skinny dipping. Like, or this is on her story. How would she post a picture of her picture to her story with her asleep on a hammock? Like, that is weird.
Right,
But where is the story through her eyes?
right. That's what
When
I'm
she
talking
even when she
about.
first arrived and no one else was there, and she pulls up to the
Right,
villa and it's
right,
beautiful,
right.
and she said, "It's
That's
all of us here in this big a
right,
house."
right.
Like, but where is she in all of that? She's not there.
But that's what I'm saying. If Khalil had her pin number, he could see into her phone of things that what she was typing, what she was talking about, what she was saying, because she probably overheard something, and then, or either she was talking to them about something in which they all got so upset about.
But not just that, Marie. I'm not even talking. They're not even there yet. I'm just talking about when she arrived.
Right.
This
That's
beautiful villa. Where is her picture of how beautiful the place is? The
I'm on the
picture she
same
took
page.
on it.
I'm on the
Right,
same page as you.
but this wouldn't have anything to do with her typing and telling what the people are like because no one's there yet. I'm talking about her
Mm.
first arrival
Okay.
to this beautiful villa with just
Mm-hmm.
her and I guess Kalia.
Mm-hmm.
Where is her pictures of how beautiful that villa was?
Right.
Did she run outside and put herself in a picture by the pool or by the mountains or the beach in the background? Look at take a picture of the rooms and how beautiful everything was. Where is her pictures? It's hard for me to believe that she didn't take any because that would give you a better timeline of events
But
that
but
led up to what happened because then you'll be able to put things together.
but
What she
but
was doing at this time,
but
you
that's
know,
when Khalil deleted those because the 400 pages. Khalil deleted those.
but no, you're talking about
He
text
deleted
messages.
text messages.
I'm not talking about text messages. I'm talking about her
Mm.
posting to her IG story or wherever she posts her stories to her first initial contact with that villa, the beauty of it. People are going to take pictures of that. Even the concierge say Dejanay them got then the first thing they started doing was taking pictures. She got there before them. She took pictures. She had to. She
Right.
had to video her. So what I'm saying is with those pictures and or videos with timestamps would
Right.
give you a better idea of the
Right.
things that transpired to up until whatever happened. So
Right.
those probably wouldn't be a part of the 400 text messages. I'm
And the
talking
picture
about
messages. That's what I'm talking about. He deleted those.
no. I'm talking about to her IG story.
Right.
Not
That's what I'm talking about.
oh, so he deleted right. So what you're saying, I'm getting a good understanding now.
Hmm.
You're saying that he also deleted her Instagram stories.
Right.
But
Oh,
that
okay,
was
I
it.
got you.
It's possible, Marie, that he did. I'm not saying that he didn't. But when mom said was that she went to the phone company and they retrieved 400 messages. Well, the phone company is now retrieving the messages on a different um platform. It would be off of their server, so that would be in her phone. Now, I'm not saying he didn't delete stuff off of IG. I'm just saying that right now, as far as what they've communicated, they talked about her phone, not her IG.
I don't know because I don't know nothing about technology, but the way I'm thinking and the way I'm feeling, that in order for them, for Shanquella to tell her story, I think her pictures, I think everything that she had done during the time when she got there to the messages. If Khalil had all of that act, act all of that, um, um, to where he could get to all of her contacts, I feel as though that he deleted some and probably had him in it if he was with her.
Because I believe that Ben Crump mentioned, and y'all can clear it up for me because I can't really remember, but I believe that Ben Crump mentioned that they were texting on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
correct. He
Mm-hmm.
said that he said what they said they got because when this stuff came back, they said they had text messages, and then I know personally from a you know undisclosed source from when I was in Charlotte, the source said that when the messages came back, well, one of the things was that they were wondering what is the autopsy going to come back and say. So I think that was coming out of her phone, not her IG.
I think Khalil did a lot of things to her phone, did a lot of things to her to make sure that he would be clear for some things. Probably she probably even took pictures of him of ways of the things that he was doing while they all was there at the villa. It's just a lot of stuff that we is not seeing and getting to where it was deleted, in which the FBI or Miss Suzanne Robinson can get, or the family could get, and that would tell us a lot of true stuff.
This is a celebration for the late, great Shanquella Robinson. She will be turning 27 in a few more days. Let us all take a moment, reminisce, throw up some prayers for the late, great Shanquella Robinson. And we come to you and we just ask you to just watch over Shanquella soul. We know that Shanquella was a good young lady. She was good-hearted. So we know that Shanquella is up there with you. But we also ask you, and we're not trying to rush the case, but we're just asking, no matter how much time it takes, we're just asking for you to help Shanquella and her family receive the justice that she deserves. We all came from far and near. We came from different states to pay tribute to the late, great Shanquella Robinson, to show Shanquella, her family, and the rest of the world just how much support Shanquella has. Some people try to muddy and make it seem like she was a bad person, but most of us and all of us know the truth, as well as you. So come to you in the name of Jesus, and we just ask for your forgiveness, and also watch over all of the supporters from the Rock Squad that have traveled here to pay tribute to Shanquella. Watch over everyone on their way back home. Make sure that everyone has safe travels back to where they live. Amen.
Say her name. Say her name.
Shanquella.
Say her name.
Anything that anybody else would like to say before we release the balloon?
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Justice for Shanquella.
All right, I'm gonna count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7,
Justice for
6,
Shanquella.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shanquella.
Love you,
Justice.
Shanquella.
Right. Justice. We love you,
They going.
Shanquella.
They going.
Justice. Wow.
They hovering over us.
Yes. They ain't even separate. What do you think Shanquella saying?
Yeah.
Justice for Shanquella. Thank you, Lord. Justice.
Amen. To
That's what you call love. That's what you call a good spirited person when folks came miles and miles away to pay honor and tribute to Shanquella Robinson. Members of the Rock Squad came from Florida, Baltimore, Georgia, Detroit, Texas. Juanita came up with the idea, and then Marty and Shell pitched in, and then the rest of the Rock Squad ladies came together for a wonderful meet and greet and a balloon release for Shanquella Robinson on the 1-year anniversary of her death. That's what you call power. Justice for Shanquella Robinson. As we remember her as we celebrate her birthday, we are remembering the good things that we learned about her, the good things that we picked up on about her, because myself, along with probably everyone else, never met Shanquella. It may be a few that's in the chat now that may have known her, but myself, Mel, Marie, and Shell, and the rest of the Rock Squad, we never met her. But it's something about her. It's something about, as her sister Quilla said, Aggie, she was. You know, we all got that little sister, little brother, we all got that somebody that's just so free of life and just, they get on your nerves 1 minute, but they mean well, and you just love them to death. You just love them to death. She was a go-getter. She was a go-getter. She was the life of the party. And we never want to focus on any negativity, on any misfortunes that any of us may have committed, because we all have committed something wrong once upon a time in our life. But do that means that we should be, does that mean that that gives someone the right to take our life?
No.
At the end of the day, if that's the case, you know how many people that feels as though I done something wrong to them? Would that give them the right to take my life just because they feel as though I've done something wrong to them? You know how many people that I feel has done wrong to me? Would that make it right for me to take those many of people's lives? See, including myself, we all can assume, and we all can sometimes take things the wrong way. That's why for me, I like to say, let it play out. Because sometimes people don't mean any ill will towards you. Sometimes, now I ain't saying all the time, sometimes people know what they're doing. Don't get it twisted. Sometimes people know what they're doing, but sometimes they may not know. And then even with them knowing what they've done to you was wrong, does that warrant you to take their life? No, it doesn't. The only time, and y'all could agree with me or y'all could disagree, that's fine. But the only time that is justified to take somebody's life is self-defense. Was it self-defense? It wasn't self-defense, because in that attack video, we see Shanquella being attacked. Now, in the court of law, if Shanquella would have ended up taking DJ's life, then that's self-defense. That's in the court of law. That would be self-defense. If Shanquella took DJ's life, why? DJ attacked her. But in the court of law, there's no way that you could prove. And that's why Mexico has the charge as the main aggressor. I want to talk about that, Mel, Shell, and the rest of the Rock Squad. I want to talk about that. And it's a disagree to agree or agree to disagree demonstration, okay? them charging DJ as the main aggressor, does that mean, or could that mean that other people were involved with her deleting, with her death, but they're charging DJ with the main aggressor because she either instigated it, she kicked it off, or as of right now, they don't have enough proof to charge anyone else. So right now, they're just going to go with DJ because she's the main aggressor. Mel, Shell, y'all slide in. Rock Squad, y'all let me know how y'all feel.
I guess I can start, Shank. I think that the word mean is key. I believe that, um there's what we know back when we first started, there's adjectives and there's adverbs. Like, so the adjective is going to describe the action, right? So, or they put mean on purpose. I think they know that there's more. It was more to it than just her, but she's the main one. Otherwise, like, okay, there's the assailant, there's uh the leader. I won't say the other word. There's no adjective to describe it, but they made it. They gave it main. Like, they're describing what type of action that she did. She's the main one. So main means that, to me, if you want to do sentence building, main means that there were others, but she's the main one. It's point blank and period. If she was the only one, they wouldn't need to put main in front of it. I mean, that's I don't want to say English 101 because they're speaking in Spanish, but at the end of the day, that's sentence building 101. They describe what type of aggressor she was. She was the main one. I digress.
I had to step away from the computer for a second. That's an excellent point, Shout. What's your take on it, Mel? As I wait to slide in, let me see. Okay,
I'm
go
sorry
ahead.
about that. So yeah, I agree with Cheryl. Now I want to bring up a point here though. Just think about it. Because Mexico began to start the investigation after that video hit social media, this is a question. Do you guys think it's possible that that's all they have as far as video footage? So they're charging what they saw?
No, they got more than that.
Okay.
I think they got the next door neighbors video. Like, I do. I thought,
I'm talking about it, right. So even with the next door, no, the next door neighbor, if the fighting or attacking took place within the within the home, my question would be: is it possible that, as far as the fight and attack and the other things that transpired after, if it happened inside of the villa, is it possible that that portion of the attack video, which prompted them to file and to start, as they say, an active investigation after the video hit social media, could it be possible as that, as far as the fighting and attacking happened, that's all that they have? So that's why, along with the autopsy and what they say was Shanquella's injury, they took that along with that fight video and was able to create a case?
Well,
I'm just asking the question.
yeah, I think that's a good question. And my presumption, okay, I get the part about, when they're saying that they can't have cameras all over the place because they have famous people coming in, they want their privacy. But I don't think that takes away from them having to be able to protect their investment, which is, I believe that home, I can't remember the amount, but it's more than $1 million home. So normally, if you have just plain security areas, I mean, sorry, security cameras, maybe you can't have one pointing directly at the pool and everything else, but you still would have, if you have security, you're going to have them at every door. That room had a door. So I don't know this, I didn't read it, but common sense would tell you that if you have security, you're going to have security at all your entrances. That's just basic. Even if you don't have $1 million home, I know people that got, you know, $100,000 homes, like hundreds of $1,000 homes, whatever it is. They still, when you get security, you're gonna have it at your windows and your main entrances. That room had an entrance, so I don't know this by fact, but I'm just saying typical security cameras. If that room had a door and the camera was at least at the door, and that uh uh what do you call it, a curtain was open and that door is secured, they could have seen everything inside of there, every single thing that happened. Just put that in the thought. Now I'm gonna say it, I don't know that by fact, but I'm just gonna say typically, I've had my house, secured by with security cameras, or with security period. And those, when the security person comes in the install, they're looking at all your entrances, period. That's where my thought is.
Right. I mean, and that makes sense, Shell, and I can remember that because I remember. Oh God, I have this in, in- insane itch in the corner of my eye. If anyone could tell me what to do about that, I would love them. But
You said it's just in the corner of your eye.
yeah, just one of them is driving me insane.
Just get, if you don't know if you have whether you have your contacts in or not, just get the something, the thing, and put the drops in there. It's probably dry.
Okay. Oh, it's insane. But um, so yeah, I remember us, chopping up the part about the security cameras, being on the inside, and then, kind of almost reverting back to the part where I guess a part of the villas thing, and even I think the concierge said that the owner's not allowed to have cameras on the inside. But we all thought that, yeah, that, this is $1 million plus villa, probably the most expensive one over there. And they got some cameras somewhere protecting their stuff. And so, but even with that being said, even if they did, my would that still mean that, even with Mexico, just okay, well, we just gonna go off what people see, and could it be possible that, De La Rosa may be holding his ace in the hole for the later? You know what I mean? So we'll just
Yeah.
use this attack video of the main aggressor just to at least hold somebody accountable. Now, because we do
Mhm.
know that she was beaten. So if this is the video that they're putting out, these 6 people, what happened, then bam, we're gonna use that along with our autopsy. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, and I agree. They're not going to show what they got, although they're probably sure of what they have as far as who is all included. So they're going to go ahead and use that. Y'all got that out there. Go ahead and use that. But that does not mean that's all we have. That doesn't mean that's all we have. That means that that's what's out there. We're going to use that, but we have more than that. And I remember Zunika saying that they have audio. Audio? How you got audio? And that's where I go back to the again, they can't afford them at the pool. Okay, cool, because that's people's privacy. But I mean, they can. What about when no one's in there? when it's not occupied. So we just not gonna have cameras to protect our our investment. Okay, I doubt it. That's why I said it's probably pointed at the main doors. And if that one at the and at the doors, I should say the entrances. And they probably got it on video because the camera's pointing right at the side glass door that was open. With no what you call, so then with no, I'm sorry, no curtain. And then anything else, I think that anything else that they have, they just not releasing. Although, like I said, Zuniga said that there's audio from the plane. Well, like I said, we learned from Mr. Robinson that Khalil and Shanquella came, early in the morning. We learned from the concierge that Dejanay's talking about an afternoon flight that was delayed, so we know she came later than what Mr. Bernard knows for sure about Shanquella leaving earlier. So if you have audio from the plane, that would mean that they had to be in two different locations because they weren't on a plane together. So then, with that being said, how did you pick up the audio? Probably, again, there's no facts, and I know, like Marty said, but let's give us a fact. I don't have facts, Marty, if you're listening. But what I'm saying is that I'm just putting clues together to say that if they have stuff from the plane and they weren't on the same plane, that one had to be in Mexico, the other one was on the plane, and then some type of security must have picked up them talking, whether it was his on the spot or the people next door. And me and Nobias kind of chopped that up like, wow, because I was saying, well, if we think about that, if it was next door, how would they? But with these multi-million-dollar homes, they probably got top-notch, high-span security, and maybe it picked them. Maybe she was outside talking, and Dejanay was on the plane. I don't know, but that is just saying it's a possibility. I don't know if that answered you, Mel, but that's what I got. That's my best, the best I got.
Slide in,
Yeah,
Marie.
I get that. That's why I'm just thinking maybe there as the main aggressor, absolutely right, as everybody agrees. If she's the main aggressor, if she's the main aggressor, possibly alluding to another aggressor, but being able to solidify that other aggressor. I said this a long time ago. Both the U.S. and Mexico need Dejanay. Period.
I
Right. They need
Because
her.
she's either going to protect herself to say, well, this is what I did, but this is what happened after that. And she's going to tell that to the U.S. and she's going to tell that same story to Mexico.
So Shane, if they do tell that same story, and if it actually come up, because isn't I should Suwan is supposed to have something to where, what was that, file that charge, and they be able to tell everything that will happen. Can they get locked up with that? You know what I'm talking about? She's Suwan. Hello.
Give it to me again, Marie. What you trying to say?
Suwan is supposed to Suwan is supposed to file what's her name, so that she could get uh uh I was trying to come up to what Mel and Shell was saying, but I was trying to say with that case that she's trying to bring
A,
up,
a
so that
silver
they could,
suit, Marie.
yeah, there you go, thank you, Mel. If it being that they said it was the alcohol, the truth could come out when when she filed that civil suit, and they could get her and take her back to Mexico, right?
Well, when she do the civil suit will only hold them accountable on the civil side of things. Now, Mexico, regardless if she do the civil suit or not, regardless what comes out in the civil suit, Mexico still got that warrant for her. Now, from the U.S. side, depending on what comes out in the civil suit, the U.S., because the U.S. says unless any new evidence comes up, they're not prosecuting any of them. So perhaps whatever comes out in the civil suit could bring the U.S. to charge him. But as far as Mexico want her regardless of what.
I I I I, I think there's something that's going to come out in that civil suit because questions that wasn't even asked with DJ, questions that wasn't even asked with Malik, questions that wasn't even asked with Winter, at least in that so-called best friend Khalil. That I feel as though that something should be able to say we finally got them. Let's put them here.
So now the question is, what is the FBI? What are they looking for to bring charges against them for the death of Shanquella Robinson? I know we all believe that there's a cover up. I know we all believe that there's a big fish. We don't know what criminal activities surrounds the big fish. But what could come out in a civil suit that would bring the FBI to prosecute, to charge the Cabo Six with the death of Shanquella? Y'all can take a shot at it. Cassandra, Marie, Mel, Shell. Y'all can
I
take a shot at it.
Hey
I
guys,
think
yeah, hi Shank Squad. I just want to say happy birthday to
Salute, salute,
Shanquella.
Cassandra.
Hi, I just want to say happy birthday to Shanquella, and may she rest, and also let her energy, help this case because it will. Trust me. Um, I think they're gonna be looking at Khalil. Khalil's gonna probably receive the same amount of time as DJ because it all boils down to him.
hmm
It was his actions.
Yep,
Um, he set his friend up in a
exactly,
terrible way.
exactly.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, and I really don't want to say it, and I'm not gonna say it. I'm just hold that thought. I'll say it another time, Shane, because today's her birthday. I don't want no negative energy or anything like that. Um, but he has some explaining to do to the parents and to her friends and family. He really does. It boils down to him. This is all Khalil, and I'm surprised no one has seen him. No one has spotted him. I mean, we spotted him at the school. But he has some explaining to do to Shanquella's dad, man to man, man to man, and that civil suit is gonna help. Shanquella's gonna her energy is gonna also help. Trust me when I say, because he's not gonna get away with this. DJ too, she was the ones who put hands on her, but him, he might get more time. He should. That's all I gotta say.
Marie, Mel, Shell. Appreciate you, Cassandra. Marie, Mel, Shell.
I
Y'all want to see?
think I think it would have to take one of them to say I had enough, and I don't want to hide anything. If one of them that was actually did during that time of the conspiracy to fight her, the conspiracy to think about this and the way they thought about this until that fight, it would take one to bring down the whole house. That's what I think.
Mel, Shell.
Well, I think that during civil proceedings, as you are under oath and you do have to testify, that can reveal other evidence that the FBI can use to charge them in the United States as well.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all ready for what I think?
Yeah.
I always got, about always, but well, this is what I think, and I want to explain why. I think it was I'm positive that it was Kansas, and I don't want to necessarily quote the whole article, but there's an article that uh Kansas sent about was it Blanken? Is his name Blanken or Blinken? I don't want to mispronounce his name, but I really don't know him like that. But I know him for this case. But okay, so what I'm saying is that was it? It was either last week or a week before last that there was a meeting that he was going to over in Mexico to meet with, I guess like whatever authorities is on his level where they discuss whatever they discuss, whatever business. Okay. So what my thought was is that guy is in complete connection and communication with whether all this other stuff, it doesn't matter. They maybe they don't talk every day, but he's connected enough to be connected where he wants to be connected to when situations, you know, occur. Like just let us not be naive to think that they can't call and talk to who they need to talk to or get whoever on the phone and talk about it. I believe that they already know um what they need to know on both sides. And like the school, like it might be a play. I don't I think that they're just not telling us everything. And I think that and I'm saying that to say is I don't think it's going to take the civil suit to get where they want to go on this. And I think that it's they are planning more than what we know. But they're waiting for the opportune time. And I think that it's not even going to take the civil suit to get where they want to go with this case. However, it may be. I think both sides are well aware of each side, and we're going to watch and let it play out. And I don't think it's going to take the civil suit to do it. That's my answer.
I appreciate the cash donation, Suntan. I appreciate
Which,
the cash donation, Suntan. If you would
yeah.
like to donate to the channel, the cash app is $ERICMCINT. We are 73 subscribers away from this channel being monetized. Once this channel get monetized, you all will be able to send super stickers, super chats, as well as purchase a membership. We're 73 subscribers away from this backup channel being monetized. Slide in, Mel.
I was gonna say I agree. I agree, Cheryl, because I can remember, guys, way back in the uh before the meet and greet, I said whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen on the anniversary of her death. Something's gonna happen that day. And 5 a.m. October the what was it, the 28th? That's when there was an announcement of the silver suit. So that was one thing. If something happened, I didn't know what it was gonna happen, but something happened. So then now, respectfully, her birthday is January 9th. Something's gonna happen. Don't know what it is, but something's gonna happen. So we all have to feel and believe that, you know, things are. I think the wheels are turning behind the scenes, and we get through the last part of the year and into the new year. Courts are open up, and I think things are going to be moving. January 9th. I'm still waiting.
We gotta focus on Khalil more because he was supposed to be her best friend. He was supposed to be there to protect her and help her, and he didn't do that. And we noticed From the picture, the last picture we saw of him, he lost a lot of weight, so you know he's stressed out, right?
Good for
He's
him.
not happy. He's not
Good for
sleeping.
him.
He's not eating well. Okay, we gotta focus on him more. He needs to be found. He needs to be found. I wish I could start a GoFundMe page to find his ass,
Oh, I don't
cause
think he's missing. He not missing.
he needs to
I
be
was about
brought
to
to
say
his.
they're not looking for Khalil. Khalil
He
out
He
there
ain't
needs
living
to
his
missing.
be.
best life.
This is what I'm
He
saying. They need to focus more on Khalil. He needs to be brought to Shanquella's parents' house.
oh he went there.
Yes.
He went there. He went there willfully 4 times. He's
Yeah,
not
but
hiding.
after everything came out, he couldn't be found. They can't find him. He needs to be. He needs to speak to Shanquella's dad, man to man. That needs to
Appreciate that.
happen.
Appreciate that cash donation, Monica. Appreciate that cash
But
donation, Monica. Well,
Yeah,
Cassandra,
I understand that
That
part,
the
Cassandra.
more and more we disagree on what needs to be done and what this needs to be done, the worse it gets. He need to focus on Khalil.
Yeah, I just don't
He
think
has some
during that
explaining to do.
time that Mr. Robinson was in the right mind to talk to Khalil, because he even said it himself. They asked him why he didn't call him. He said he didn't think he would answer.
I'm just
That
gonna
right.
say I would have called his butt anyway. I'm just saying for me, I don't know about a day. I don't know what men do because I'm not a man. But me, I've been calling that number every day. I'd have been going out of
Well,
the,
they would have had
and I
that
know he's
phone
in Charlotte.
disconnected.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
know he's
that.
in Charlotte because he was at the school he was he was whatever he was doing and he was in Charlotte. Oh, I would have been calling him now. And what I say is that remember, and one of the things that came out from the attorneys is said they all got the same phone numbers. What? Oh, I'm calling him every day telling you pick that phone up.
Look,
It's not telephone harassment to call a working number. I'm calling you. I'm
look,
calling you.
look. I don't think Khalil has the balls to want to face Mr. Robinson at all on any level possible. Because if he did, he would have did it in the beginning. I don't think he has the balls to face him to even to not to say I'm sorry and tell the real truth about anything in which he knew what he did. So I don't think Khalil would ever do that to Mr. Robinson. I don't think he got the balls to do it. That's my opinion.
You're right. Balls or no balls, he need to be brought to Mr. Robinson. He has some explaining to do. He really does.
Yeah, I think that they need that I would definitely, even with Mr. Robinson as a man, but I'm going to say that me as a parent, as a woman, I'm telling you, I would not. They gonna answer me, whether we're gonna do this the nice way or the not so nice way. It's gonna happen. It is. I just know from the bottom of my soul, and I understand anybody else that says anything to the contrary. I'm just talking for me.
Mm.
I'm talking about for me. I'm gonna make it happen. Whether I gotta get, my cousin from the whatever from somebody, I'm gonna get to them. I'm telling you what I know. I swear to you. I'm getting to Khalil. We can do this. Okay. Oh, whatever. Where he at? Oh, okay. When you get to your car, I'll be sitting right there waiting for you. I don't care. I go to any limits for. I only have one biological son, and but at the end of the day, I really have. I have two sons. One, it's through the law, but at the end of the day, that doesn't even matter. That's personal. But what I'm saying is, even one of my sons, trust me, I'm getting to you one way or the other. I don't care. I don't care about the law. Lock me up. I don't care. That's the type of parent. Lock me up. I don't care. But I'm getting to you. And I'm getting to you. It's gonna be all on the 6 o'clock news about what I did too. And I don't care. That's how I go for mine. I'm serious. So, and I'm not saying it did or didn't happen, but trust me and believe me, what I tell you, and I mean this from the core of my soul. I'm getting with you, and I'm bringing all my family with me. I'm getting to you.
As we come together on this day to celebrate the late great Shanquella Robinson birthday, they had a sneaker ball for her on yesterday. And once again, it was an excellent event. You had just everyone having a good time. I think Miss Parker got some of the videos. I believe it was Shanquella's cousin. I'm not sure, but I don't think it was her cousin, but I'm sure it was a family member. And my man, he had to be 85 or 90 years old, and he was the life of the party. He stole the show. I mean, he was out there getting it in. He would, no joke, y'all, you would have thought it was a dark-skinned Chris Brown with a hat on. My man was moving. He was getting it in. He was moving so good. The old ladies, the middle-aged ladies, the younger ladies, and even the teenage young ladies was out on the dance floor dancing with him. It was definitely a wonderful occasion. As always, I'm always happy when I receive a phone call from Quilla. She called me and she was like, "Shank, are y'all coming?" And I was like, "Of course." She said, "Where's Miss Parker?" I said, "We will be there." So it's always, for me, an honor to receive a phone call from Quilla, because I don't like to bother them. You know, I never ask her or Miss Salamandra any questions pertaining to case. I never ask them anything personal, because this is a time for them to grieve. And who am I to be invading their space?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's
I'm
enough.
I'm gonna save my joke. Go ahead.
Slide in, show.
No, I don't want to be facetious, but go ahead.
It's enough that the death of their daughter and sister was unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have time to prepare for the death of Shanquella. So decisions that the family had to make, the decisions that they still have to make, were spur of the moment decisions. They didn't have time to prepare. They didn't have time to think some of the decisions over, because it was the spur of the moment decisions. So I give them that time to grieve. They grieving, y'all. And as I stated before, we all grieve differently.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. We all grieve differently. I lost a 3-year-old daughter, as well as mother, father, cousins, some day ones. But losing my 3-year-old daughter was one of the biggest challenges of my life. And it took me a while. It took me a while to accept that it was nothing that I could do. Because when the Creator calls you home, ain't nothing we could do. And I had to look at it from that perspective. At the time, people was giving me all kind of God demonstrations. They were giving me all kind of scriptures. They was speaking nice words to me. I was young and dumb. And I ain't want to hear it. Couldn't tell me nothing. I'm in my late 20s. It put me in some dark places. So I'm very familiar with the loss of a child. So that's why for me, I give them they space. But every time that I'm in the company of them, they always greet me with that warm smile. And Quilla and Miss Salamandra always says, thank you for coming. And for me, because I've taken from the community, I've done devious acts towards my community. I've done devious things towards people. So for me, when I hear somebody thanking me for just supporting them, it does a lot to me. It makes me feel good. But I just wanted to let everybody know that that celebration, that sneaker ball, the same way that you see Shanquella on this flyer, that's the same way the family was. The food was good. The music was good.
Hey,
Maybe,
Shank,
come on, Cassandra.
I just want to say thank you for your testimony, because it's that's really bold of you to admit to the things that shaped you into the person you are now. You get a lot of credit for everything that you do. And I just want to say I applaud you. I send my condolences to you and your family for your daughter, because that's tough. I lost my mom 3 years ago.
My condolences.
Thank you. And we partied the same way. That's how I got over everything. And I really didn't get over it because you never do, but it helped me. I just want to say that Shanquella was a role model for young ladies that are entrepreneurs. She inspired a lot of young girls into, going for their goal and achieving it. Um, she was so young and so ahead of her time that she was able to accomplish everything she wanted to accomplish in life. And it's unfortunate that things happened and they transpired the way they did. But you know she did what she could while she was on Earth, and she set out on a mission and she accomplished that mission. And that should teach a lot of young ladies that if you got goals and you got aspirations in life, go for them. Set a plan up for yourself. Stay consistent. And be humble while you're doing it. And that's who she was. She was a humble young lady. I don't really know her like that, but from the stories and from what her parents say and your family says, things that you say, I know that she was a person that helped. She was a servant of the Lord, and she's only gonna continue to serve. It doesn't stop. That's all I gotta say.
You want to come in, Marie?
I just want to say to the family of Shanquella, um, I give my most deepest prayers to you, and I hope that we get. No, I'm not gonna say I hope. I know that we are going to get justice for Shanquella, and I know that we're going to get justice for you. So I just wanna keep say I just wanna give my blessings out to you. That's all.
Appreciate you, Marie. You want to slide in, Shell?
Oh, I want to reiterate, well, back with I think that I reiterate what I already said. I think that justice is definitely coming, and I think that it's going to come from the Mexico side and the U.S. side. And what we see is not all what we're going to get. And I believe that they are working in coordination, but with all this social media attention, they're not going to give us everything. And I think that it's coming. It definitely is coming. It may not come in how we all believe it's going to come. I think there's going to be a lot more to learn, but I believe that um just especially in this last couple of weeks, they are in coordination with each other. They're just not giving it to us. It is coming. I truly believe they're not letting this whole situation go under the rug. However, they cannot say everything on social media. They're not going to give up their hand. They're not. They playing their hand. They playing their hand close. It's coming. It's coming. That's all.
I definitely feel you that on that, Shell. My condolences to you, Shay Love. Can I get some prayer hands in the chat for Shay Love? She says she can't stay here long because it takes her to a dark place. She says, I lost someone very close to this situation and was his family members. Homicide told me, but the case is still open 20 years later. Can I get everyone to throw up some prayer hands for Shay Love? And for all those out there, I'm sure it's going to be all of us. For everyone that lost a loved one, I understand. I can't tell you I feel your pain because I believe that we all deal with pain different. And I think pain hits us all differently. But I think that we understand each other's pain that we're going through, and we understand death because we all have experienced losing someone very close to us. The other day, it was Miss Parker's mother birthday. So can I get everybody to throw up some prayer hands for Miss Parker as well? And just throw up some prayer hands for everyone that lost a loved one. We all need each other. There's no getting away around it. We all need each other. And it's sad, the only time that we all come together is the time of death. It's sad. It's a new year, 2024. Let us learn to love each other, even with our differences. That's life, period. That's life. Nobody agrees with each other all the time. But that's okay. If you're in a relationship, love on your significant other as much as you can. Love on your family members as much as you can. Now, I ain't saying be a fool I always advocate showing love, but I always advocate not being a fool. Don't be a fool for nobody. I ain't telling you love on somebody that don't treat you right. Nah, we ain't doing that. I ain't telling you be a fool for somebody over and over again. Everybody plays a fool for love. But I ain't telling you to remain a fool. Y'all pretty much get the picture of what I'm trying to say. This was celebrating Shanquella's life. We started to chop it up about the case. We started to get into the case, but it was mainly a demonstration celebrating Shanquella's life. Shanquella will be turning 27 on January the 9th. Most of us, majority of us never met her, but she touched all of us. She touched all of us. Like I said, for me, she touched me. And every time I get in a place where I'll be like, you know what? I ain't covering this case no more. I just see her face. Mr. Shankrock, don't let these crazy fools distract you. Mr. Shankrock, you're not here for them crazy fools that be attacking you. Mr. Shankrock, I never attacked you. I never done nothing to you, Mr. Shankrock. So you don't worry about them folks that do stuff to you. You here for me. And that's what always bring me back. No matter what I go through. My channel getting demonetized. I'm still 10 toes down. My channel getting hacked. All my videos getting deleted. I'm still 10 toes down for Shanquella. It's justice for Shanquella. Shell or Marie, y'all want to slide in?
No, what I would say is that I just want to, tag on what you said about the, what you hear in your mind, like don't give up. I want to say don't give up, and not let the forces of, bad spirits um deter you. You know why you started this, you know why you've continued on it, you put a lot of work in it, and you really have. It's unfortunate that your videos are gone because they were a very good ones that actually, um, brought a lot of light to the situation as a whole. Not on anything partial or anything like that. And you've had great people to come on your shows and look at it on a broad perspective, and it's unfortunate that they're gone because you can't resource back to them. My prayer is that for you, Shank, that somehow or the other, they're always on YouTube server, so I'm hoping that they will able to recover them, and that they'll come back. You've always done a great job. Um, and when I say that, you know what, I'm saying that specifically to you, but I'm not saying that you're the only one. I think that this is a conglomerate, right, wrong, indifferent, friends or foes. Everybody is doing a great job, including you. It's unfortunate that this has happened to you, probably, you know, for this happened for the wrong reasons, but um the one video that wasn't deleted, it was and hopefully I'm not going all. I'm sorry if I'm going too far, but I watched that one. There was the only one left. But it was from when you the very beginning before you even started Shanquella, and I look where you started, and it was good. I never even saw that one, you know what I mean? But I'm like, no, look at Shank. You weren't even covering that when you really were like turning the corner. And we look at it like, all over the true, the true rock squad. People look at it like, dang, you only left one, but that one video meant a lot to watch because it made me look at you from the beginning, before I even came here. And I was like, you know what? Look at how, and it was like a little stuff that was in it, like, okay, hey, refer this person and you get this prize, whatever. You were really at that startup. And to look at you then and to see you now, that one video that was left, it marked a spot on me. Like, yo, look at him. Look where he started and look where he. So as nasty and spiteful as someone tried to be, right?
Hmm.
The most one to me, I mean, it could have been even more significant ones, but that one meant a lot. I'm like, whoa, look where he was and where he is now. This man has been on the move. And it wasn't like it wasn't like you were bad then, but you could tell you were just like really, you were just that one to me. I don't know what came before that, but that one meant a lot. Like, yo, look at him. And look, you were the exact same way, but you were at your point where you were trying to grow. At that exact point, because I remember he's like, okay, we're gonna give a prize for this if you refer this, and if you're gonna give a prize for that, you were at your very to me, you were planting a seed.
Hmm. Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And then to look at where you were then and look where you were now, I see a seed then and flowers now. So I don't know. I took good out of that bad, and it was good to see. And you only have more space to grow, and and from looking at that to looking at where you were then to where you are now, I want to just say congratulations. How about that?
I,
Exactly.
Congratulations, yo! Like
Yes.
really,
right.
that was the best one for them to leave.
I appreciate that, but appreciate that cash donation, Jennifer. Appreciate that cash donation, Jennifer. I appreciate that show. I got a text message. Y'all remember Michael, the young man who lost his mother? I had interviewed him. Y'all remember him?
I
The hospital,
remember him. We were in connection for a while. Yes, I
right?
do.
He texted me today, and he needed that video. He needed that footage. He needed that interview, and I had to give him the sad news that video, that demonstration, along with all my other demonstrations, got deleted. And he was so heartbroken because he needed that. And that's what I'm saying. I've covered, I've covered a whole lot of cases, not just Shanquella Robinson case. So whoever was behind my videos getting deleted, yeah, that's a evil person because that not only affected what we've done in the Shanquella Robinson case, I've also done stories and demonstrations for other family members that needed that footage, and now they can't get none of that footage because somebody with an evil heart deleted all my videos.
Shank, I want to say to you that I want to piggyback off a shell. You don't know what you have done for a whole lot of people that you had help to where you made their life a whole lot happier. For somebody to want to do this to you, it had to be a lot of animosity because you are a great commentator, you are a great friend. You do things to brighten up other people's lives and everything.
I let y'all roast me, but go ahead, Marie. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. It's a lot of changes that you had did for each and every one of us. You know, we are happy over here. You opened up a lot of things for us to do. You know, like you said, Rose, we have fun. We have we just do it's just a whole lot of other things. And like Shell said, when I first came here, you wowed me. You know, that's what kept me, because I didn't hear none of this on other. You know, don't nobody do what you do. Just put it like that. You know, so don't change nothing if it's not broken, Shane. And trust me, your channel was not broken. It just damaged a little bit because of jealousy and envy. Don't change nothing, because you are great. You are wonderful. You brings out the best in us, even though we all, jokes on you. So don't change nothing that is not broken. Okay, Shane?
I appreciate you, Marie. Slide in, Miss Parker.
Hey Marie, salute.
Salute, Miss Parker!
Salute to the Rock Squad. Last night was definitely comforting for me. Shank, you definitely keep her name alive over here. And with this, I said this last night on my live with the Shanquella Robinson story opened my eyes, and it opened my eyes to people I had around me. Not only people I had around me, but a lot of people that are smiling your face and act like they got your best interests at heart,
Mm-hmm.
and they know better than the Cabo Six. They will set you up, and it's people you least expect, such as a Khalil. You get what I'm saying? And without Shanquilla, bringing light to our eyes, I would never look at people that way because I always try to see good in people. You know what I'm saying? I'm always the one to keep giving people the benefit of the doubt. Wanting to get invited to places, and I'm always the one to say, "Oh, I'm coming," and Shank be like, You know what I'm saying? These people, you can't trust everybody. You can't da da da. So I hate what happened to this young lady. I do. But at the same time, you bringing light to the situation, Shank, and keeping her name alive. And the more you go in depth and, go back to these lives and bring it up again, it makes me look at people different. We have to keep our grass cut short. You have to really know who's here for you and who's not.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know your surroundings.
That's right. Preach, Miss
Trust
Parker.
level is at an all-time low.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all wouldn't believe a lot of times every day is something new, and it's some snake and foul stuff going on in real life. Not just with Shanquilla, but people we surrounded by.
Mm-hmm.
And for the life of me, I be trying to figure out why. Why do people play with you? Why do people play like they got your best interests, and they'll rock and roll with you till the wheels fall off, but at the end of the day they want to cause you harm,
That's right.
all because of jealousy, envy,
Mm-hmm.
want to be in the position that you are in.
Mm-hmm.
And just the same way as the Cabo Six is gonna get their day, so is everybody will be revealed at the end. Everybody's participation in all the wrongdoing, the unaliving of this young lady, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm. Preach, Miss Parker.
Absolutely.
I,
Absolutely.
I gotta be honest. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be honest. And Shank said we have to love everybody. You
Mm-hmm.
can't. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know how many times I be putting, I see something. You gotta be able to read people. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Shanquilla's eyes weren't open. She saw the best in people. You could tell. Every picture you looked at that was on that table, that was on all them tables, she was smiling. So you pick up where she was in life. She was just happy. So she saw
Amen.
the best in everybody. And ain't nothing wrong with raising your kids to see the best and be happy. But at the same time, we got to keep our eyes open because the enemy is lurking.
Right, Miss Parker.
Mm, you're right, Miss Parker.
I agree. The enemy is always lurking.
It reminds me of the great Dr. Martin Luther King, his assassination, Malcolm X assassination. All of our great leaders that were assassinated because they were serving, they were doing servants of the Lord. It's the same thing with Shanquella. She was doing of a service to people. She was helping, and sometimes you just don't know. You could be aware, you could be alerted, you could have your eyes open, and sometimes you just don't know. Jesus, he was crucified by his own people. It's the same thing. Doing a service, doing something, a good deed. And sometimes
And
things like this happens.
the irony to what you're saying, Cassandra, to this case is that it's always the person that's closest to you.
Yes, sir.
Like
That's right.
right, the one that's closest to you is the one that's doing it. And both of those incidents, Martin Luther King, Jesus, it's always the one that's closest to that
That's
person.
right.
That is the main culprit, or they organizing it. So
Yeah.
in those two situations,
That's yep.
the person closest to you, and
Right.
the one closest to you is the one that's putting the knife in your back.
Yep.
That, that's right.
Cassandra, something you just said, the ones closest to Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
See, nobody look at that.
Right. He went through it.
See, the ones that
Right.
always, it's be my thing. I ain't gonna go too deep because I'm actually do a live about opening your eyes to snakes and fakes. Cause see, I always tell Shank, let me call people out. You know what I'm saying? Let me point some things out. It ain't calling them out to be on drama. It's just when you see it and you know it, you know it. You get what
Amen.
I'm saying?
That's right.
But Jesus still kept a smile on his face and kept doing what he did. You get
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? And that's what
That's
Shank
right.
do. That's what Shank do. And I be having to sit back and I have to reanalyze the situation. And I put him in a position just because he wants to do right. I can't knock him. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, take away from what he got going on just because I see something. Cause see, he do. He try to see good and stay neutral with everybody. And I'm in here like, cause I be knowing so much. And I hate that. And this, y'all don't even know how much I done changed. I used to be a good person at one time. I used to be like Shank, but it's to the point now, y'all, where I'm like, no, I don't want to be nice. I don't want to be around certain people.
I think you're
All
still
because
a
of this
good
case.
person. I think you're still a great person. I think you just got you follow that intuition now. That's
I
what
do,
that's
Miss
about.
Cassandra. I do. I really do.
And not only
And
I
that,
think you're still
not
good.
only
You're
that,
still great.
not only that, you you keep your defense up from all other things that surround you.
I
You know.
do. And Miss Cassandra Marie, this is the crazy part because I be like, dang, this reminds me of the Cabo Six. When I be saying it, I be for real. Like these
Mm-hmm.
people remind me of the Cabo Six. They will sit right on your platform, sit in your face and smile. How
That's
Khalil went and
right.
smiled and Miss Lala mandering him like he didn't know what happened to their daughter over there in Mexico. Y'all see what I'm saying? How
Exactly.
Right.
bold a person will be and come and sit amongst you and tell you, have the nerve look in your face and tell you that everybody else is putting knives in your back. No.
That's right. They told Jesus he wasn't Jesus. You're absolutely right.
In the same way they
Absolutely
ain't coming
right.
clean, I see people not coming clean. And it bothers me, y'all. I don't know how to get past it. I gotta be honest. I don't know how to get past a lot of stuff right now. I pray on it, but I don't know how to get past it.
Miss Parker, just keep all your good blessings that you give out and receive. Just know that those people who give blessings to you are the ones that's behind God. You know, if they're not behind God and they not behind what is being truthful, you know, you could still have your blessings because you with God. You know, that's the most important thing. Your honesty, your loving, your caring, your strength that you and Shank Rock and everybody here, you know, myself, everyone here, we all stands behind you and the whole Rock Squad and Shank. We all stay positive. We all follow behind
Like
truth.
that. And Miss Parker, I'm with you on that. I can't get past it neither, right? Because I believe in an eye for an eye. That's in the Bible, right? But at the end of the day, it's not up to me. That's the whole thing. It's not up to me. I know the Lord is working. I know He's gonna work on His time, and just gotta give it up to Him. But
Hmm.
I'm with you on that. I can't get past that neither because I'm with for an eye for an eye. That is it is what it is. You hurt mine, I'm hurting yours. But you know, it's not easy. It's not easy, sweetie. It's not easy. But I believe you got this though.
I know she
You
got it.
keep doing what you're doing.
I know she got it. I know she got it.
Shank too.
I know.
He's a big support. You support each other.
I know.
You know, um, I try to log in when I can. I got 6 kids. It's not easy, but at the end of the day, I try to make it work. You know, um, and you keep your hopes up. You keep your hopes up. Keep doing what you're doing, and trust me, you'll see the light. It'll come. Everything will come to pass. That's how they say it, right? Everything will come to pass. I can't tell you how to feel because I'm not here for that. But I know that you do great things. You and Shank, you do great things. You show up, you show out, and it takes a certain person to want to do that, to have to do it. To be able to do it.
Right.
So you just keep doing what you're doing. But
That's
I
right.
get what you mean. I get what
Yeah.
you mean.
And I'm gonna say this before I leave up out here. Thank y'all for that. Uh, as well it goes out to the Cabo Six and everybody that thinks that what goes on in the dark and behind the scenes, trust me, it's gonna come to light. You know what I'm saying? It might take a month, a year. You know what I'm saying? But what's done in the dark comes to the light. But see, this is where I get to judging people, because when you do something, be able to stand on it. Whether you sat back, you watch something, whether you sat back, you listen to something, whether you sat, like the Cabo Six, stand on it. Just stand on it. I ain't participate, but I was there and I watched it. You get what I'm saying? I didn't participate on that phone call, but I sat back and I listened. All of that. What goes on in the dark comes to the light. Salute to you, Shank, Miss Cassandra, Miss Marie. Thank y'all.
Appreciate you for
You
pulling up,
are so
Miss
welcome.
Miss Parker.
Welcome.
Any last words before we get out of here, Marie?
Justice for Shanquella. Love, peace, and harmony to Miss Parker. Love, peace, and harmony to you, Shank. Love, peace, and harmony to you, Shell. Love, peace, and harmony to you, Mel. And love, peace, and harmony to you, Cassandra, if that's to the lady that's there. I just want justice, and I'm hoping that it will prevail soon. And God said, God said that when you ask God for something, it don't always come when you want it, but it come when He is there. He's always there. He's always listening. He will show up when the time is ready, and that's when we all will know. I just want to say justice, justice for all, justice for the Robinson family, and love and peace. That's all I have to say.
Appreciate you, Marie.
Love you, Marie.
Love you too.
Any last words, Shell?
As usual, I'll do my always sound off. Thanks for having me. This is a great show. I wish you all the best in this new year. Um, I hope that you do nothing but prosper. Period. You're great content creator. You bring you have brought us great coverage on the Shanquella case and other cases. And again, I know that this is a rough spot for whatever's going on in your personal and as far as this whatever's going on. I don't know. I don't know if you've gotten to the bottom of it. I'm sorry that this situation, but I believe that this year is going to be. You think last year was great? This year is going to be even better. Um, and that's it. Thanks for having me, and you have a great rest of your Sunday.
Appreciate you, Shell.
All right, have a good one.
All right. Take us home, Cassandra.
Um, sorry. I just want to say you guys were put on this platform for a reason. God knows what He's doing. He works in mysterious ways. I just want to say, I thank you guys so much for just allowing me to speak. I thank the Lord for allowing y'all to have this platform because it's needed in the community. Um, 2024, I don't know how it's going to turn out, how it's going to be, but I know that God is watching over everyone, and more blessings to everyone. Stay prayed up and stay humble. That's all I gotta say, Shay.
Appreciate you, Cassandra. I appreciate everybody for pulling up for this demonstration, celebrating the late, great Shanquella Robinson birthday with family and friends. We are 70 subscribers away from the channel being monetized. Once the channel get monetized, once I reach 500 subscribers and the channel is monetized, you all will be able to send those super stickers and super chats that y'all used to send me, as well as purchasing a membership to the channel. But until we could get the channel to 500 subscribers and get monetized, the Cash App is still available. The donations is whatever you would like to send. The Cash App is $ERICMCINT. I will be doing another demonstration today. I'm not sure if it will be on the backup channel or the main channel, but I will be doing another demonstration later on today. Salute everybody.